Hello everybody, I'm Dr. John. Probiotics get a lot of press because of their health benefits. Probiotics have been in use as a treatment modality for over a century. Commercially, the sales of probiotics today have reached over $40 billion US, and it's projected to reach over $64 billion in 2023. So the question becomes, are probiotics really that beneficial? Or is it just marketing? But before I answer that question, if you want me to make more videos like this, go ahead and hit that like button. Okay, now back to the video. In 2001, an expert panel was convened at the request of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and supported by the WHO to clarify the definition of probiotics. The resultant publication defined probiotics as live microorganisms which, when administered in adequate amounts, confer a health benefit on the host. In 2014, a consensus panel reiterated the definition with one small change, replacing which with that. Essentially, probiotics are made up of live good bacteria and/or yeast that naturally live in your body. Your body is in what's called a homeostasis, which means that you're constantly in a balance. Today, we're going to be specifically talking about the balance between the good bacteria and the bad bacteria in your body. When you get an infection, there's more bad bacteria knocking your system out of balance. Good bacteria helps eliminate that extra bad bacteria, restoring the balance. Probiotic supplements are a great way to add that good bacteria into your body. Some common probiotic bacterial species are Lactobacillus and Bifidobacterium. And the most common probiotic yeast species is Saccharomyces boulardii. Man, that was a mouthful. First, let's talk about probiotics and gut health. The gastrointestinal tract has tons and tons of good bacteria that helps with its different functions, such as digestion and even absorption of certain nutrients. There is strong evidence that probiotics increase remission rates in adults with ulcerative colitis. It can also reduce incidences of C. diff-associated diarrhea and also hepatic encephalopathy. Its use has also shown improvement in abdominal pain and global symptom score in children and adults with irritable bowel syndrome as well. Probiotic use also reduces risk of antibiotic-associated diarrhea in both children and adults. And that leads us into the next point, which is probiotics can aid antibiotics in the fight against certain infections. Antibiotics are often used for bacterial infections, and when they are used, they not only kill the bad bacteria that's causing these infections, but it also kills the good bacteria. Probiotics restores the good bacteria and aids in fighting off the bad bacteria in your body. Which leads us into the next point, which is probiotics help aid in maintaining a good urogenital health. Just like the intestinal tract, the vagina is a finely balanced ecosystem. The dominant lactobacilli strains make the environment too acidic for harmful microorganisms to survive. But the system can be thrown out of balance due to a number of factors, including antibiotics, spermicide, and birth control pills. Probiotic treatment that restores the balance of microflora can be helpful in some common female urogenital problems, such as bacterial vaginosis, UTIs, and yeast infections. Many women eat yogurt or insert it into their vagina to treat recurring yeast infections as a folk remedy for which medical science offers limited support. But there is evidence in the literature suggesting faster improvements from vulvovaginal infections, especially in women who use probiotics in conjunction with the antifungal treatments. Now, let's talk about probiotics and kids. There has been some evidence of improvement in symptoms of atopic dermatitis, colic, and necrotizing enterocolitis when probiotics are used in addition to prescribed treatments. In the United States, most probiotics are sold as dietary supplements, which do not undergo the testing and approval processes that drugs do. Manufacturers are responsible for making sure they are safe before they are marketed and that any claims made on the label are true. But there's no guarantee that the types of bacteria on a label are effective for the conditions that you're taking them for. Health benefits are strain specific, and not all strains are necessarily useful. So talk to your doctor before starting them. For most healthy people, probiotics do not cause any harm. But there are certain people who need to use caution when using probiotic supplements. These people include those who have a weakened immune system, people who have a critical illness, or had a recent surgery. Caution should be used when giving probiotics to very sick infants and preterm infants. Some of the side effects include mild GI symptoms such as flatulence and very mild abdominal pain. But there have been cases where probiotics have caused serious infections. What are your thoughts about probiotics? Leave them in the comments down below. If you'd like to watch my video on weight loss, I will leave a link to it down in the description box below. See you all in the next one.